29 miners died at an explosion at Massey Energy's Upper Big Branch mine on April 5th. And since that time, the company's stock price has lost about 50% of its value on news of congressional and criminal investigations. Controversial CEO Blankenship told me in an exclusive interview how he plans to unlock value for his shareholders.
Stock's probably twice what it was 24 months ago or 18 months ago, and half what it was 3 or 4 months ago. So a lot of the other coal stocks have come down as well. It has to do with a lot more than the tragedy, but the tragedy is certainly a big impact.
Well, specific to the tragedy, when I've spoken to analysts and investors, the word that comes up with Massey is risk. There is definitely fear of headline risk, not only because of that disaster, the ongoing investigation, the FBI investigations into these accusations of bribery of federal and state officials. I mean, how do you reassure investors that headline risk should be dismissed?
Oh, I don't think I can reassure them. I think all I can do is work through all those issues. We've been through issues before. Central App mining is a controversial thing in and of itself, as you know. Coal industry itself is under attack. Central App more so than that. Non-union Central App more so than that. So it's a difficult industry, but it also has a lot of rewards and a lot of value, and it's very important to the country.
Do you think you're representative of the rest of the coal industry, your experience?
Am I representative of the rest of the coal?
You're saying that there's a lot of scrutiny of the industry, of other coal companies as well.
I think that generally speaking, the coal industry is under a lot of scrutiny, but probably the eastern coal industry or Central App a little bit more.
Why?
Because there's a lot of people in Central App relative to, say, Wyoming out in the prairie, so there's a lot more interaction with communities and a lot more attention paid to the mining.
You don't think that's been heightened by these safety issues?
Well, certainly they have been heightened by the safety issues, but to single out one issue, I mean, we've reduced accidents in my time at Massey by 90%. The industry's environmental improvement has been phenomenal in over the last 20 years. All we can do as business people and good citizens is do the best we can. We're not going to be perfect.
So if that's the reality, the perception, though, seems to be that there is real, issues with this level of investigation, this level of congressional scrutiny as well. How do you get reality and perception to match up here? How do you unlock value for your shareholders?
Well, I think we've unlocked a lot of value. The value of the company even today is 4 or 5 times what it was when it went public 10 years ago.
Your second largest shareholder, Wellington Management, just pulled back from a 5% stake to a less than 1% stake in the quarter past. I mean, there is real movement out of the stock.
Well, there is from time to time. That's what the stock market's about. Stock trades in hundreds of millions of shares a day, and people are in and out of the stock.
Is that what management told you, that it was just simply rebalancing? Did you speak to management at Wellington?
No, I haven't spoke to management at Wellington, but the point is that a tragedy does affect the stock. The coal industry is under attack. It's fundamentally critical to the U.S. energy picture and to tens of millions of jobs. Probably 30 million people depend on just surface mining for their electricity in this country. So there's a lot of realities that eventually will come to the front.
Massey reports earnings on the 27th. More from my extended interview with Blankenship will air tonight on For the Record, right here on Bloomberg at 9 p.m. Eastern Time.